Hello, I'm here to talk about the separation of powers in the United States government. So, a long time ago, after we just won our war and we're being all celebratory, and we realized that even though we had our freedom, we had no government. We had not established any way to really run a country. And so people got sort of freaked out about this. Some people were like, well, we need a strong government. We need to hold ourselves together. We don't want to become prey to these European nations that can just come in and grab us. And other people were like, freedom above all else. And that even means a good life. So you hear that. So the solution was that they came up with was to come up with this government that would be divided between three branches: the executive, legislative, and judicial. In theory, these branches work as a balance to each other, and each fulfills its own goals, I guess, and what they think the country needs, and while basically checking the other branches and preventing them from having too much power. The legislative branch is in charge of creating the laws of the nation. These laws, however, can be vetoed by the executive branch, but if the executive branch has too much power or is criminal, the legislative branch has the power to impeach them, or it, I suppose. And the executive branch is in charge, actually, of, I suppose, enforcing the law that the legislative branch makes. And you can see an example of how the executive branch does its thing in how, in Colorado, they have drugs that are legal, and technically that is against the federal law, but the executive branch has said that it will not enforce that law, and so that's an example of how the executive branch can take a law and enforce it or not. The judicial branch is basically in charge. It's the highest court in the nation. It's in charge of deciding what fits under the Constitution of the United States. So they have the power to basically, they can make a law unconstitutional if they think that it goes against what our rights are, or what the Constitution sets out as the rules of the land. And I believe that's it. Thank you. Goodbye.